The 300-meter barrier was discovered during a maritime patrol mission in the southern portion of Bajo de Masinloc last week. Bajo de Masinloc is located some 124 nautical miles from Zambales, within the country's exclusive economic zone. In a social media post, PCG spokesperson for West Philippine Sea, J. Tariela, maintained that the removal of the floating barrier aligns with both international law and the country's sovereignty over the area. Maritime expert attorney J. Batumbacal told Frontline tonight that this is the first instance in a long time that the Philippine government made a swift action against physical barriers made by Beijing in the area. He believes that it's only a matter of time until China decides to repeat the action. Still, Batumbacal noted that in the past years, China always gets away with abusing Filipino fisherfolk and rights over the area, since the previous administration had remained mum on the issue. Batumbacal also said that sometimes the government would even cover up Beijing's actions.
Which has no business being there in the first place. And what we're doing really is just trying to allow our own fishermen to eke out their livelihood dito sa Scarborough Shoal. So if China reacts badly to this, I don't see how they can make up any kind of justifiable excuse.
President Bongbong Marcos certifies the Magna Carta for seafarers as urgent. In a letter addressed to Senate President Mig Zubiri, Marcos noted that the certification was made to address deficiencies in domestic laws for seafarers training. This is in connection to accreditation in the European market, as well as the overall global maritime arena. The bill is still pending on its second reading in the Senate, after passing 3 readings in the House of Representatives last March. The proposal aims to ensure that Filipino seafarers training is at par with international standards. Earlier today, the lower house has approved on third and final reading the bill that seeks to revise the pension system for military and uniformed personnel, or MUPs. A total of 272 House lawmakers voted in favor of the bill. 4 representatives voted against and 1 abstained. Under the latest version, only new entrants are required to contribute 9% of their monthly salary to the fund. The proposed law creates 2 MUP trust funds, one for the AFP and another for uniformed personnel, both of which will be managed by the GSIS. It also created a trust fund committee to be administered by the Finance Secretary. The national government will likewise contribute 12% to the fund, and sources are government savings on programmed appropriations in the annual national budget, proceeds from lease, joint development, and disposition of government properties. The proposal also provides for a guaranteed 3% annual salary increase for MUPs for the first 10 years from the time the proposed law takes effect. The mandatory retirement age under the bill is at 57 years, or upon accumulation of 30 years of active service, whichever comes later. House Speaker Martin Romualdez, who sponsored the bill, says the reform not only prioritizes the well-being of MUPs, but also ensures the country's economic stability. He adds that it's a testament to the House's commitment to national security and fiscal responsibility. With the House's approval, the ball is now on the Senate's court. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, or PhilHealth, assures there are no leaks regarding its beneficiaries' personal or medical information. In an interview with Radio 5's Ted Filon and DJ Chacha, PhilHealth spokesperson Israel Pargas guarantees that the database was still intact. The assurance comes after the Medusa ransomware infected the systems of the state insurer. The cyber hackers demanded 16 million pesos to either delete the data they captured or give the key for the data that they have encrypted. PhilHealth maintains that they will not pay ransom. Pargas also believes that hackers merely mined information from computers assigned to employees and not PhilHealth's actual database.
Nung pong ating unang tiningnan, yung ating mga databases ay intact naman po. Yung pong mga computer ba na naka-issue sa ating pong mga empleyado. So, nakasama rin po yon sa mga nahack at maaari pong ang mga sinasabi nilang impormasyon ay mga nanggaling po doon pero hindi po nanggaling sa ating mga database.
Socorro, Surigao del Norte Mayor Riza Timkang is calling for more police and military presence in the area following a protest staged by Socorro Bayanihan Services Incorporated members. The protest comes as SBSI leader J. Renz Kilario, also known as Senor Aguila, faces sexual abuse allegations and other human rights violations. Mayor Timkang urged SBSI members to calm down and respect the law. The National Police placed checkpoints across Socorro to keep civilians safe. For their part, the members said they have no intention to cause disruption, but they requested to have the Senate hearing in Socorro instead.
Wala kami sa pera, wala kaming pera. Para yung investigasyon, ito naman yung mga tao dito yung mas nakakalam.
Ontiveros opposed this and maintained that the hearing should be done in the Senate. The hearing on SBSI is set on Thursday.
Ang boses na mahalaga sa mga isong ito ay ang mga biktima survivors. Si J. Renz ay pinatawag sa Senado, kaya siya ang dapat pumunta sa Senado.
A slight rollback in pump prices takes effect today, September 26. Diesel and gasoline prices are down by 20 centavos per liter and kerosene by 50 centavos. This marks the end of 11 consecutive weeks of price hikes for diesel and kerosene, which have amounted to around 17 pesos and 15 pesos per liter respectively. The Energy Department earlier said oil prices could remain high throughout the year due to supply tightness. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 11:15 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.